सब्सक्राइब कीजिए भारत योगा यूट्यूब चैनल को। सब्सक्राइब बटन प्रेस करें और बेल आइकॉन प्रेस करना ना भूलें हमारे वीडियो सबसे पहले देखने के लिए, और ये बिल्कुल फ्री है।
Namaste. I'm Acharya Pratishtha and I welcome you to this Sunday special episode of Yoga with Acharya Pratishtha. Menstrual periods is something which is very natural, but painful menstrual periods is something which trouble our Matra Shakti, our women. I have received several queries at my Facebook page, through Twitter, through YouTube, that women wants to know some such easy Bharat Yoga practices to overcome the problem of painful periods. So here in this video, I'm sharing some very easy practices which, now just remember, these practices are not to be done during periods, but these practices are done in your regular day-to-day life. In my next video, which I will be sharing on next Sunday, I will tell you some easy practices during the time of your menstrual periods which you can practice, which will not have any side effect, but it will reduce your menstrual pain. So other than the menstrual period time, you can practice these practices, and to know those practices which should be done during periods, that I'll be sharing in next Sunday's video. Thank you. Hari Om. Kapalabhati. It is a practice which is good in each and every ailment. So how do you practice Kapalabhati? For Kapalabhati, you keep your hands in Jnana Mudra, sit in Jnana Mudra, and we have to do forceful exhalation. With every exhalation, there will be a contraction of stomach and you have to focus on that contraction. So you can't hear your inhaling sound, you can only hear your exhalation sound. So every breath my stomach is contracting. You can increase the speed with regular practice. Complete exhalation in 20th breath and then normal breathing. One round of Kapalabhati is of 20 exhalations, and you can practice for around 10 rounds, maybe sometimes 20 rounds. It has no side effect and you can practice it regularly. Agnisar Kriya. Agnisar Kriya can be done either in Vajrasana or it can also be done in standing position. Keep your palms at your knees, keeping your elbows straight, and bend a little forward, keeping your abdomen absolutely loose. While practicing Agnisar Kriya, the very first thing is exhale with pressure, and your stomach should be absolutely empty. Exhale, keep your breath out, and give in and out movement to your abdomen during entire practice. And when you feel that I can't hold my breath out for any long or more longer time, then you stop the movement and inhale again. This is one round of Agnisar Kriya which I have done. So count the movement of your abdomen in every round. The second round must have more movement as compared to first round. If it is having more movement as compared to first round, it simply means you are doing it correct. Bilavasana, one of the best practices to heal all the problems related to the reproductive organs. To practice Bilavasana, we come in the crawling position, stay in this position, inhale, lift up your face, your chest and your hips, making an arc of your spine. Exhale, push your hips forward, again make an arc of your spine.
and leave your neck loose. Relax in Vajrasana.
To practice Shalabhasana, lie down on your abdomen, chin on the floor and palms touching the floor. You can even keep your palms under your thighs, or you can keep your hands in this position, whatever is comfortable. First you lift up single leg. It is also called Ekpada Shalabhasana. Exhale and bring down. Inhale. Exhale. Both legs together. This is called Shalabhasana. Exhale and down. And then relax. The first step of Nadi Shodhan Pranayam is called Sukh Purvak Pranayam. It is also commonly known as Anulom Vilom Pranayam. You sit in a stable posture, either in Padmasana or cross-legged position, and check that which nostril is working more, which means from which nostril more air is going inside. So right now my right nostril is working more. So if my right nostril is working more, I must start my practice with right nostril. And if your left nostril is working more, you must start your practice with your left nostril. So block your left nostril with the third finger of your right hand and inhale from your right nostril. Now block your right nostril with the thumb of your right hand and exhale from the left nostril. Inhale from the left nostril. Exhale from right nostril. Inhale from right nostril. Exhale from left nostril. Again inhale from left nostril and exhale from right. So this way you need to start practicing Nadi Shodhan Pranayam with 5 rounds, and then you can slowly increase the time. Make sure that time of inhalation must be equal to the time of exhalation when you practice it.
I hope you found this video helpful. I will be uploading a new video every Sunday. Subscribe to this channel and stay connected to us. You can also like, comment, share, and send your feedback. You can also join us at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.